What are the two deadliest withdrawals out there? There is this whole thing of opiates is one of the most addictive drugs there is. Heroin, fentanyl, these drugs are massively addictive. The withdrawals from them are extremely painful because they do bond with different pain receptors in your brain. But they're not deadly. In fact, there's only two withdrawals out there that if you do quit these cold turkey, you can die because of how they affect your central nervous system. And this is a lot of times what we don't understand and sometimes comprehend. If you're new to the channel, hit the like and subscribe button. When it comes to cocaine, it's a stimulant drug. So yes, you have a dopamine tolerance. You're dealing with a lot of depression. Even when it comes to crystal meth, same thing, crack cocaine. But all of these drugs, the withdrawals, we all hear about how bad they are, how painful they are. But nobody essentially dies from these. And yes, I mean, when you do the research, I'm sure there's somebody out there who has died, but the deadliest of them all is the first one is alcohol. Alcohol withdrawals are extremely deadly because alcohol affects your central nervous system. And what it affects in your central nervous system is your heart, and it affects your blood pressure, which is a big one. So your heart can now also start beating extremely fast just out of the blue. It's not regulated as much. Your body is not leveled out nervous system wise. Also can put you into cardiac arrest and a heart attack immediately. You can also go into seizures. And then the second one is benzos. So Ativan, Xanax, benzodiazepines are actually also deadly because of what they do to your central nervous system. And they affect your nervous system the same way alcohol does. It is the deadliest combination that there is. I've lost people personally who used to mix benzos and alcohol. But the benzo withdrawal side of it, again, also affects your heart rate. It affects your blood pressure. If you go into cardiac arrest, seizures are very common with benzo withdrawals. And that's why it's so important a lot of times with withdrawals is, you can go to these different programs like NA and AA, which are great programs. They have a lot of success out there. But it's not just quitting a lot of these sometimes cold turkey. Like, yes, going through heroin withdrawals and going through fentanyl withdrawals. I mean, you're going through the hot and cold flashes, the body aches. You feel like hell. You feel like you're dying, but you're not going to. And that's where it comes up with this whole mentality, unfortunately, that's a little bit toxic when it comes to getting sober is just push through it, dude. You got to raw dog it. And you don't have to. And there are things that can help with your withdrawals naturally to make them easier. Passion flower extract is really good. Magnesium is good. There's different things out there like lion's mane. This stuff can make the withdrawals go from a level 100 of being really crappy to a 70. They still are going to be horrible, but not nearly as bad. Will help you with the constipation and everything, but you don't take into account. I mean, everyone can go buy alcohol. Like, how can this actually kill you in withdrawals? That is how good the lobbyist of alcohol is. That's how dangerous alcohol truly is. And you don't realize it, and unfortunately for a lot of people, I don't think you necessarily respect the substance. A lot more people have a fear and respect in a weird way with like heroin and needles and so forth than they do alcohol. But alcohol is going to kill more people by far than what heroin's going to when it comes to withdrawals. And even when it comes to benzodiazepines, a lot of times if you are tapering off this stuff and your people always ask, I'm getting sober, what should I do? Talk to your doctor, especially on these two, because it can help you get on the right medication so that you can avoid the seizures, you can avoid the heart attack. I mean, you can avoid what can actually happen to you. If you're new to the channel, hit the like and follow button, comment down below, because I share from experience, I share from what I've been through, because that's the whole thing I realized, especially when I was getting sober and all the struggles and stuff that I've been through is that it helps just to know that you're not alone. It helps to hear how other people did it. It helps to hear other advice so that we can put together our own journey, our own story of what we've been through and how we fight through. Because there's no right or wrong way to getting sober. We all get sober different ways. The way that I got sober isn't the same way that other people are going to get sober. And it's up to us to finding our path. And so for the one that's out there doing it one day at a time, I'm proud of you. Don't give up. It does get better.